Key, are you ready? Bayou Diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. See what's poppin' in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hazing, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you. Lady K, are you ready?
I know she ready.
Key, are you ready? Bayou Diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. See what's poppin' in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hazing, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you. Lady K, are you ready?
I know she ready.
Key, are you ready? Bayou Diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. See what's poppin' in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hazing, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you. Lady K, are you ready? Are you ready?
Hey, it's Lady K of the Ladies Den. Welcome to the Den. Listen, if you're a business owner or if you have an event that you want to promote, we welcome you to advertise in the Den. All you have to do is send us your information to theladiesden23@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that you get all the information that you need. Our prices are very comparable, and we welcome you to come and chat with us and let our den dwellers know what you have going on. Again, send us your information to theladiesden23@gmail.com, and we'll make sure you get all of your information. Thank you for following us, and thank you for rocking with us every Thursday, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And listen, keep rocking with us, okay? Thank you to all of our den dwellers, and we'll see you in the den. Bye-bye. What's up, y'all? What's going on? As you can tell, it's some things happening. I'm over here dealing with some technical difficulties, but I am here via my phone right now. Like, when I tell you, literally, I got home and was getting everything prepared for the show, making sure, you know, I had everything, all the pictures I needed, all this and this and that. And 10 minutes before it was time for me to go live, my laptop just started just freezing. Just all of a sudden, it started freezing. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get on here and go live in my laptop, and it's freezing. Like, when I say freezing, I mean freezing, because and the way that I figured it out is I had a TV show playing on my laptop, and then suddenly it just started just freezing. And that's happened to me before. At that moment in time, it was me and Bayou Diva and Kiki. And so I was able to, you know, adjust, and, you know, they were carried on the show or whatever. But tonight is just me. So I was like, I can't go on and just have a laptop that just messes up. So I would rather start off with my phone, and if need be, switch over to my laptop at whatever time. But anyway, I'm here. I am here. Welcome to the Ladies Den. Thank you to everybody that is joining, that always joins, that joins when they can, that shares, that reposts, that follows on Facebook, that follows on Instagram, that has subscribed to our Ladies Den podcast, our YouTube channel. Thank you. It's really, really appreciated. On behalf of the three of us from the Gulf Coast, as you know, I represent Texas. I got my t-shirt on tonight. Y'all see that? The Ladies Den. Hey. Bayou Diva represents New Orleans. You know, that's Louisiana. And Kiki represents Alabama. So, you know, it's the third coast. We are three ladies from the third coast. Anyway. So tonight, we actually have a special guest. And if you were watching at the very beginning, or if you follow us on our social media, we've been posting it out there. We have a special guest tonight, is Miss Natisa Williams of So Fluent. And we'll get into her and everything that she's doing, the stuff that she has coming up momentarily. But as you know, first and foremost, matter of fact, let me check this real quick and see what this is. Okay, I'll have to get back to that later. As you know, at the beginning of the show, we talk about what we are drinking. So this time, and I hope Kiki don't get mad at me, but it's a beverage that was purchased recently. That's sitting in the refrigerator. And actually, I used to sip on this back when it first came out. So this is called the Angry Orchard. I know it's backwards, my apologies, but it is literally a crisp apple. It's a hard cider is what it is. And it's gluten-free. Okay. And it only has 5% alcohol in it. So I'll say it like this. It's a very spicy apple juice. I'll say it like that. Yeah. So shouts out to Apple Orchard. And okay, I'm trying to make my laptop work. Okay, now it's looking for the Wi-Fi. All right. I don't know. Y'all, it might be time for me to buy a new laptop. It's been some years. But anyway, first and foremost, I do want to say a special, and I'm using my phone, so the menu is a little bit different. Normally, I'm doing my engineering stuff is on the laptop, and it's easy to do. But special happy birthday to this young lady right here. This is my grandmother. Her name, I don't know if you say is or was, but her name was Clara Elliott. And this is my mom's mom. She passed away when I was like 15, 16 years old. But basically, she was the one that I grew up in her house. And if she were alive, and I hope I calculated it this morning, but I can't really remember what I wrote down. I think she would be 115 or either 117. I think it's 17. At one point in time, once, I would post her birthdays or think about her birthdays or whatever, and it got to the hundreds. At one point in time, I would say, oh my God, that's kind of up there. Like, would she really be still here? But recently, I'm seeing, people being posted right now that are like in their hundreds. And I'm like, well, dang, if it hadn't been for the illnesses that she was dealing with, she very well could have still been here. So happy birthday to my granny, call her granny. And I know she is one of my angels that watches over me. I know she's one of the elders and ancestors that watch over me. And they'll probably be up there just like shaking their head, like, Lord, what? Okay, this is our child. All right, yes, this is our child. And I just, because, sometimes just, it is what it is. Let me see. Trying to see who, make sure. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing any text messages, because right now, like I said, I'm using my phone, and so stuff is happening while I'm using my phone. Anyway, what do we do next? So I'm a little limited right now using my phone. I can't really get to the stuff I really want to get to. Let me see. Okay, my laptop looks like it is popping back up slowly. Checking for updates. Oh my God, don't y'all hate that? So this week, has anybody posted their Thankful Thursday? What are you thankful for? Anything you thankful for? Let me see if I got any comments on here. Hey, Fannie Mae, good evening. I'm on my phone right now, so I'm able to see. I have to go from one spot to the other, like Thankful Thursday, Fannie Mae. And I know there's a delay, there's a lag between Facebook and the streaming app that we use. So it might take you a minute for your answer to pop up. But what are you thankful for, or what have you been thankful for this week? I'll go first while I wait for your answer to pop up. And shouts out to everybody that's watching. Matter of fact, everybody that's watching right now, what are you thankful for? Or what's happened in your life that you've been thankful for? Me personally, I'll just say this. I guess I'm thankful for life, and that might seem just a little bit cliche, because the old folks used to say back in the day, I'm glad my bed didn't turn into my cooling board. The cooling board is, I don't want to sound too morbid, but that's talking about where you lay if you're no longer with us. So yeah, okay, Fannie Mae, thankful for life itself. I'm the same way, because it's a lot of stuff happening right now. Lot of stuff happening right now. And sad to say, there are a lot of people. Oh my God. Okay. It's doing all kinds of updates, y'all. I'm sorry. It's a lot of people that is in the Gen X generation, and we are we're in our 50s and 60s, and a lot of our folks are leaving. A lot of our folks are no longer here, and that's scary. That's real scary. I was trying to see. Oh, there's a young lady who I follow on YouTube, and subscribe to her channel, and I'm gonna put it here in the comments. But her channel name is Ashley Says So. I'm gonna put her YouTube information, and I forget how I came across her originally, but she does like not just a gossip thing. She literally does stories on different celebrities, and it's not just black or white, it's everybody. And it's almost like, I would compare it to, if you've ever seen the documentary show Unsung. Unsung, I think, is on VH1 or either BET. I think it's VH1. But they literally tell the story of these different artists, singers, and whatnot out there. And so her show, and she's on Facebook and YouTube, but I know she posts her stories on YouTube. But Ashley Says So. Go over there, go to YouTube and follow her. But she literally gathers all the information. If they've written a book, or if somebody's written a book about them, she gets the book and she reads the book, gets all that information. And then of course, she's to a point now to where people will contact her and say, hey, I know about this person. I know you're about to post about them. And so here's some more information on them. So, and she, as her disclaimer, she says, I don't know if all of this stuff is true. I take all the gossip and all the news and whatever, and I put it together and I put it out there for y'all. So, what? Okay, yes, that's fine. I'm talking like my laptop can actually speak to me. I hope it never does that. Don't ever do that to me, laptop. And so yesterday, because I hadn't watched her shows in a minute, and I was watching some of her shows yesterday. And the ones that I ended up watching yesterday that I can remember is hold on. It wasn't, who was it? Who was the singer? It was Sly Stone and Leon Spinks, and I think the last one I ended up watching was Bill Cosby. And the reason that all of this came to my memory just now is because I was talking about how we have a lot of people that are in the Gen X realm that they're no longer here. And a lot of the people, except Bill Cosby, because he's still here, but there were so many people that I've watched whose stories she's told. Oh, and Stevie Nicks. There's so many people who I have watched her do stories on, and you kind of remember when they passed. If you were living, you kind of remember when they passed. And when she gets to the point of if they're no longer, normally the people that she does stories on are no longer living. I think the only one that's still here that she did a story on was Bill Cosby. But when she gets to the part to where she says, and they passed at the age of blah blah blah, I am realizing that these ages that she's calling out are young, because I'm now in my 50s. It was somebody, oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the history of who I watched. There was somebody she did a report on, and they were in their 40s. Was somebody she did a report on, and they were in their 60s. And when I hear that, I equate that to, like, my age, and then my parents' age, and then just people I hang with, ages that's in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm like, God, no. But then also included in all of that, a lot of times it includes a lot of drugs. I'm just saying. What Rick James say? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. And baby, what I tell you, a lot of them folks had some stuff to do with some cocaine. They was cocaining it up, and heroin and things of that nature. So I'm just like, first I'm like, oh my God, that was young. But then I remember, okay, what did she just talk about? She just talked about the fact that they did a lot of drugs. And so it's like, oh, well, okay, that's the different part. That's the part that makes the difference. But anyway, Thankful Thursday. Yes, I'm with you, Fannie Mae. I'm thankful for life itself. And then in reference to that, I know I had mentioned a couple of times before, either on here or on my personal page, in reference to me having the gallbladder removed. And I'm healing from that. Okay, I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm definitely healing from that. I am not having any issues. But listen. Sorry about that. What was that? Oh, my special guest is in the green room. Okay. 1 second, Natisa, I'm trying to get switched over from my phone to my laptop. Girl, technical issues. But hey Glenda, my laptop is up right now, so I can see stuff. I can see more stuff. So let me just officially get switched over. Oh, but I went today for the people, speaking of Gen X, for the people that's in my age range. And I don't even know if it's just in my age range, because I started, like, what do they call it? Perimenopause and all of that kind of stuff. Like, it's been a minute. But when it gets to the menopause part, we have to have what's called a bone density test. And I wouldn't have that today. And I'm sad to say that I have shrunk a little. So sad. I was already dealing with the fact that I was only 5'7". I always wanted to be 5'9". Don't judge me. And the lady put me on the thing, and she said, "Oh, you're at 5'6" and 3/4". I was like, what? I'm not 5'7" no more, y'all. I'm not 5'7" no more. Let me see. Hold on. I was gonna go to commercial real quick. Thank you, Glenda. Me too. But I want to make sure I have everything up and ready before I go to commercial, because I wanted just to be just enough for me to switch over and then pull my special guest in, tonight's guest, into the den. One. Oh, my folder is still up. Thank God that I had everything set up. I'm gonna just say that. I'm glad I followed my first mind and just came in here and just immediately pulled stuff up, kind of situated it, created folders, this and that. So I don't have to even worry about like doing that right now. All I have to do is just open everything. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Hey, give me 2 seconds. Hold on. And see, this is what I'm talking about with, when you have your other sister hosts, you can do stuff and there's no dead air. Because I'm not trying to have no dead air. For real, for real. Let's see. And I want to make sure I open all of my pictures that I need. So it's there. Okay. Pictures are not quite ready. I don't want to pull them up and it's not time. You know what I mean? Mern? See, 2025. Today is July 17th. By the way, shouts out to the Leos. Because right now I know it's still Cancer season. Don't get me. I know it's Cancer season right now. I get that. But the Leos, it's almost time. I get it. I understand. I have 2 sisters that their birthday is coming up, and yeah. They are definitely Leos. I used to always wonder, like, how come they so spicy? And I finally looked up their zodiac sign. They Leos. I was like, oh, okay. That explains so much. So much. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to switch over and I'm going to do a quick commercial. Can you say one woman show? Jesus. I'm going to do a quick commercial. And when I come back, I'll be on my laptop and I'll be able to bring my guest in and then we'll make it do what it do. All right, y'all. Be right back.
Lady K, are you ready?
I know she ready.
Hey, it's Lady K of the Ladies Den. Welcome to the Den. Listen, if you're a business owner or if you have an event that you want to promote, we welcome you to advertise in the Den. All you have to do is send us your information to theladiesden23@gmail.com and we'll make sure that you get all the information that you need. Our prices are very comparable and we welcome you to come and chat with us and let our den dwellers know what you have going on. Again, send us your information to theladiesden23@gmail.com and we'll make sure you get all of your information. Thank you for following us and thank you for rocking with us every Thursday, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And listen, keep rocking with us, okay? Thank you to all of our den dwellers, and we'll see you in the den. Bye-bye. Hey y'all, I'm back. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my doggone camera on. But I am back. I'm back. I'm on my laptop. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Where you at? Come on. Bam! There I am. And now I can bring up my special guest. She has been patiently waiting in the green room. I know she got things to do. So let me bring her on in. And hello,
Look, long time no see, even though we just saw each other recently.
Okay. Long time no
How you
see.
been?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, girl. Trying to keep it all moving along. Child, I'm literally a one-man band right now.
I see you. You doing it.
I'm like, oh my God. Because normally, if at least one of the other sister hostess is here, I'm able to adjust whatever. This time I was like, okay, anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, to present to some and introduce to others, I give you Miss Natisa Williams of So Fluent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so listen, I know you a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can remember. The first time we met was at it was at a music event when Sound Table was still a thing.
Yes.
And you were there with one of my Aries bros, one of my favorite DJs. Yeah, this is DJ Loki's lady right here. This is his lady. And then after that, what was it? Because you ended up coming to, what was it, the fashion show or something, the play? What was it?
The play, but before that, I think before I went to the play, you hired me for the fashion show to create your dress for the fashion show. And that
No,
was
that was
way
for
back.
prom.
That was before, that was after?
That was for prom. That dress.
Oh, the prom, right. That was prom. And
Yeah.
then I think the play came after that.
Okay. Yes. So yeah. Okay. I was trying to get the timeline correct. But I met this beautiful young lady and found out that she is not only a fashion designer, but she's also a seamstress, meaning she can look at you and figure it out. And then she got the machines and everything. And I'm gonna let her talk a little bit more about her sewing camps. But I needed a dress for the TLA. We normally do an annual adult prom. And I knew kind of what I wanted. And I sent her pictures. And let me tell you how good she is. I was working out of town. And so I think I sent you my measurements. And then we kind of went and told you like what kind of materials I was looking for based on, what we figured out, what the look was going to be. And when I tell y'all, between email and phone calls and messenger video clips, we got that thing figured out. I came home one good time for try on and get it all done, and boom. And your girl won, I won best dressed that year.
Yes.
I won best dressed that year, honey. You couldn't tell me nothing. And I wish I would have thought enough to pull a picture up to show y'all a dress. I might have to find it while we chit-chatting or whatever. I think y'all can see my dress that I won in. But anyway, tell people a little bit something about you, where you're from. I know where you're from. But tell people where you're from, how long you've been here, and all about, So Fluent and how you got into it. Just let us know what is it about Natisa Williams?
All right. Well, thank you again for having me. I appreciate you. You know, I love Nisa down, okay? Down. But so I started Well, let's back up a little bit. So before I came to Georgia, I lived in New York. So I was born and raised in New York. I got to Georgia in 2010. Funny thing is that I did not learn how to sew until 2012. Before that, I was a police officer. So I did that for APD for 6 years. While I was an officer, I did pick up sewing and I got really good at it to the point where I had clients and the clients and it was like APD clients, and it just was like, well, you know what? I just went out and I trusted myself, and I stopped working for the police, and I did this full time. So I am a full time fashion designer, aka seamstress. So I do this full time, and I'm very excited about it. Teaching classes, I make the dresses. I pretty much do everything that you could think of sewing related,
Hmm.
and absolutely love it. So, but yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Oh my God. Okay. I knew you used to be a police officer, but for some reason, I was thinking that was back in New York. I didn't
Mm-mm, that was it.
realize that was here. So you got here in 2010, and in 2012, you were like, I'm pretty good at this sewing thing. Let me go ahead and get some clients and stuff. What?
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Yep.
Oh my That is amazing. See, people, let me tell y'all something. You follow your passion. Matter of fact, let me back that up and ask you this question. Is there anybody in your family or around you that ever did the sewing thing at all?
Okay, so my great grandmother, she used to create my mother's clothing. So I think it skipped a few generations because my great grandma sewed. She used to
Mhm.
create like three-piece suits and those big dresses and things like that. But my
Okay.
mom, she was more of an artist. Like she liked to draw and things like that, but she didn't pick up sewing. And then here I am. And it was so funny because I don't think I ever had a desire to design clothing. It just kind of came to me just. But once it did, it was over. So once I started to sew, that's all I wanted to do. And even now, like I don't mind staying up late, overnight to sew because that's what I'm passionate about. So I really, yeah. So my great grandmother, she's the one, and I didn't even meet her, so I don't know. It just skipped a generation, and the rest is history.
Oh wow. So yeah, yeah. You follow your passion. If you find it, that's the one thing that a lot of people, not everybody is blessed to do that, but if you find your passion, it's like nothing that can stop you from doing whatever it is. And then once you start working, I forget what's the cliche about, if you're doing what you love, you never really, it's never a
It never
job.
feels like work. Yes,
Like,
yes.
like you said, you get in there and get something in your head, you don't mind working overnight to get it done because that's what's on your heart to do. And
Mhm.
you have done a few things for me. I know I got during the pandemic, you did the mask, and
Mhm.
I got a couple of doggone Aries mask. And
Big Aries, okay.
okay, big ups for the Aries, but man, that is totally awesome. And I know your great grandma is like, that's mine right there. That's my baby right there. I know she
Mhm. Proud, super
proud.
proud.
So you have some stuff coming up, and let me see. I actually have the picture that I do want to share while you talk about it. Let me see. So that's you. Hey,
Hey, Lisa.
so you have oh wait a minute. Hold on. I want to put the there we go. You got a casting call coming up, ma'am. So tell the people a
The-
little something about that.
Okay, the casting call is for models. So we are looking for models for our fashion show September 20th. So you do not have to have any model experience. We do ask that you are able to at least walk in 4-inch heels and that you are between sizes 2 and 22. So the range is there. The range is there. So I want all the models who are ready to showcase my brand and to show off. I want you to come out, show off. And that's going to be this Saturday coming up. So this Saturday from 1 to 4. You're not going to be there for the full 3, but just come, come in at any time that you are available between that time so that you can show me what you got and,
Mhm.
just have the opportunity to showcase our designs at the fashion show in September.
Okay. And then I do want to show the flyer for the actual show. So the show is September 20th. And this is your first fashion show, madam?
This is my first fashion show. So this will be year 7 in business. Okay. This is year 7, but this is my first time headlining my own fashion show. So yes, I'm very excited about this. So of course, I have done fashion shows in the past, but this is the first time that I get to go through the whole process of choosing models and the venue and everything. And it's just very exciting. So this is a model from another fashion show that I did. Actually
Mm-hmm.
one of the first fashion shows I did in 2020. And
Okay.
yeah, she brought it. So I wanted to put her
I
on
see
that
from the picture.
flyer. And yes. So I wanted to put her on the flyer. But y'all probably rotate, models on here. But yeah, I'm excited. If you are available and you would love to model for the fashion show, please come out to the model call. If you are able to attend the fashion show as just an attendee and you want to be in the audience, go ahead and purchase the tickets. They are on sale right now at sofluent.com.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. All right. And everybody needs to know that this is happening in Douglasville. Well,
Douglasville, Georgia. So it's not too far from Atlanta, but it's in Douglasville.
okay, yep. So just everybody that's coming, just plan your trip because traffic here can be a little tricky. So the model call is between 1 and 4. So you can get on whether you have Waze or what is it, Google Maps or whatever. You can set it up to where you tell the system what time you want to get there. It'll tell you, it'll estimate what time you need to
Right.
leave the house or leave from wherever you leaving because you want to make sure you get there. But I want to tell you, I'm so proud of you. I'm
Oh,
so
thank
proud of
you.
you. When we were having the conversation, you were like, I think I want it. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Like, because you allowed me to model for you for are you still doing where you rent the prom dresses? Are you still doing that?
So I have not gotten back into that. I had a lot of requests for it. So I think I might end up doing something like consignment. So look out for that. So you'll be able to either purchase the dresses for a really big discount or
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to rent them. So that's going to be this upcoming prom season. So look out for that.
Yes, you allowed me to be one of your models for when you were initially doing the prom rental dresses. I had so much fun. It
Oh,
was
that was
it was
fun.
amazing. And every now and then I'll see the picture and I'm like, and let me tell you, your work is quality. It's impeccable. It's amazing. And considering everything that's your foundation, I see nothing but you going up, ma'am. Because you got a good
Thank
head on your
you.
shoulders. And so you're going at this with true passion. This is not just you trying to get on Instagram or social media and just get likes. I mean, we want likes, okay, and we want
Hmm.
shares, we want customers, we want clientele, but the people need to know that when they come to So Fluent, whether it's you doing a dress for somebody or a suit or whatever they desire, or they come to your sewing classes, you're getting quality. You're getting quality. This is not just for
Absolutely.
social media. This is quality. So tell the people a little bit about like your sewing classes and I think you do the camps, sewing camps, or
Yes.
tell the folks a little bit.
So Oh, so let me back up a little bit, because a lot of people, they ask me, have I gone to school for this? So just, I mean, of course, we didn't really talk too heavy about that, but
Mhm.
I am not formally trained, which means that I did not go to a formal school for fashion design. So I
Right.
learned by doing. So I'm self-taught. So you do the trial, the error, then I took a few classes but not a full fashion design course. So I am self-taught. So yes, I did want to mention that. But
Okay.
that's where the dedication comes from. You have to be passionate about it. If you don't like it, it's not going to work, and it's not going to show through to your work. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much about the quality, because I do put in a lot of hours to make sure that we get good quality garments here.
Great.
Currently, yes. So currently, I'm teaching a summer camp. It's a fashion design summer camp for children 8 and up, I'll say, because we have children as young as 7 all the way
Mhm.
up to 15 in my current camp. And we're getting ready for their fashion show tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. If you follow me,
Oh,
then I've been posting little snippets, but I didn't want to, post too many behind the scenes. But tomorrow is their actual fashion show, and I'll show you what they did in 2 weeks. They each made 2 full garments, so it's really exciting to see the little sewist, at work. But that's what we're doing now. So they kept me really busy. I was there today, so they kept me busy for 2 weeks for the
oh,
summer, and then so we do have the private sewing classes where I teach children and adults. So you can come at one-on-one, you can get that instruction as well. And I do have, a variety of beginner or intermediate classes available on the website as well.
okay, okay. Yeah, because I had actually I made the mistake one time of I was going through my Facebook memories and it was a previous class that you did, and I think I made a comment or did something on it. And so that means it popped back up on my timeline. And one of my good friends that's here, she's oh my God, she is an amazing makeup artist and she has like her own makeup line and stuff, but her daughter is like creative. And so she was immediately like, this link doesn't work. I was like, oh shoot, that's not when is the next class? I was like, oh, wait, no, that's old. If you inbox Latisa, she can give you more information on some upcoming classes, but she is still doing them. So I was like, oh my God,
Look,
I
they
didn't
were
mean
ready.
yes, because and I need to connect y'all because when I say she is like I'm gonna just say this. I'm also a transplant. I'm from Texas, but when I got here, I didn't know nobody. But the Lord, universe, whatever you want to call it, has allowed me to connect with so many quality, amazing people. Now I have run into a few mud ducks, okay,
Mhm.
but we just sweep them over to the side because it's the quality ones. I'm still kicking it with. I've been here 21 years now,
That's
and
amazing.
when somebody say it out loud, I be like, dang, it's
It's a long time.
been 21. Look, I can drink. No, I mean I've been
Right, look.
21 years. I've been here.
Wow.
The people that I have connected with, even before I connected with TLA and with Tina Bridges and all of that, they have all been quality people. And so, I add you right in there in the quality family because everything, like I already said it, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. So we got one. Oh, looks like we got a native that's in the comments. There's one of my TLA sisters named Glenda. She said, "What up, my native New Yorker?"
Oh,
Uh,
hey, New York.
and then she wants to know where your classes are. Like, so when you do them, are they always in the same spot, or do we have to, look out for the updates to see where the locations are going to be?
Okay, so well, let's say this. So right now, currently, I'm home at Douglasville. So of course, it's easy to travel from, to my studio. So I do have a studio in Douglasville where I host my private classes. The
Okay.
summer camp was also in Douglasville, but not last year, but the year before, I did travel. So I do travel. We go to Marietta. I would love to go out of state. I'm working on that to see if I can travel with, my sewing equipment. So it's kind of tricky traveling with that stuff, but I would love to go other places. So if you are in a city and you might have, some girlfriends that you want to get together for a group sewing class, or if you're just wanting a private class and is to travel, you're not able to travel, just let me know and we can set something up. So I do have those options available as well.
Okay. Okay. All right, Glenda, did that help? That you good with that? Okay, I'm sure I'll see her comment in a second. But so I know you got stuff to do, so I ain't gonna hold you. So let the people know where they can find you, where they can find all the information about your classes. Shoot, are you still on Etsy and all of that?
So Etsy, there's a lot of high fees with that. So I haven't been on Etsy probably for about 3 years, but I loved Etsy because they connected me with so many people across the US. I pretty much shipped to over 35 states, and that was with the help of Etsy. So that was
Okay.
amazing. So yes, I do ship dresses and things like that, but they helped me reach a broader audience. So I can't say that I won't be back. It's just the fees were kind of heavy. But right now, I am on my own website, www.sofluent.com. You can find me at SoFluent on all social media platforms. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Pinterest. So I'm on everything that I can and talk about my business. So I'm on it, SEWFLUENT. That's at SoFluent. And that's where you can find me.
Okay. And y'all, you can if you see somebody on Instagram, Facebook, yeah, that's her. Okay, you can follow her on there as well. And you can probably see, the pictures and like the video clips and all of that. Is that also on your website?
So I don't have a lot of the videos there, but you'll find a lot on TikTok. TikTok has every video that I probably made.
Yes.
So TikTok.
Yes.
And then I'm a little bougie on Instagram, so you get the fluffed up, those photos, those professional photos. And Facebook, we doing everything. So if you're on Facebook, you're gonna get a bit of everything on there.
Right. Okay. Well, I have put your website information in the comments. And so, matter of fact, let me just, throw it up there. There it is. So the people need to follow you, need to find you, need to contact you. Everybody can do it through www.sofluent.com. And I appreciate you coming. I will most likely definitely be there Saturday. And just, even if I don't walk, I would just sit around and see what y'all doing.
Listen, just come on, Nisa. I need you. I need you there.
Definitely. And shoot, look, Glenda, what you doing Saturday, Pooh?
Come on out. Come on out. I always need extra eyes.
All my TLA folks, come on out. But anyway,
Mhm.
thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you so much.
Appreciate
Thank you so
you.
much, Nisa. It's so much love, so much support. I always have to give you your flowers. Like, even if I might miss something, but I mean, the shares are so consistent. The reposts. I just appreciate all the love and support, like from the beginning. Like you were, even when I was just like, I was doing. You could see, like you said, I started sewing. I was sewing children's clothing,
Yes.
masks, just anything that I could, just to get my business going.
Yeah.
Now I'm in wedding dresses, I'm in prom dresses. So I mean,
Yes.
the growth is there, but I'm still, the passion is there too. So, but again, thank you for the support and the love. I appreciate you so much.
Yes.
And yes, come on out Saturday.
I better come through that, child. All right,
Yes.
girl. Well, you going over there because you got to take care of the babies and this and this and that. But
Look, they quiet today. Look, I told them go sit down. They quiet. My kids.
thank you again for coming
Thank you so
on.
much, Nisa.
All right, girl.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ATL people. Listen. Like literally, when I say I didn't know anybody here, I didn't know anybody here. I say it like that, but as far as when I say anybody, I mean people like my age. I had an aunt that was here when I moved here, and but as far as folks my age, you know, doing stuff or whatever in Atlanta, and this was before social media. So all the people that I met, I think what was first, MySpace and whatnot. You know, you could get on people's email lists and they would, you know, get emails about different things that was going on in the city. And I got in contact. I connected with literally two people. There's one guy, his name is AJ at the time, because this is again, I've been here 21 years. I think he was still an engineer with GDOT. And then the other person that I connected with was and still is in working with GDOT. But they were also people that were established that had been here that knew other really great people. And AJ would always have a happy hour. Anybody that has lived here for a minute, you remember there was the sports bar on Peachtree, Barley's. Okay. And every Friday he would have a happy hour. And I, you know, my first time going to that, again, I didn't know nobody. I think I reached out to him. I think it's all coming back to me now. So there was once upon a time in my life, I thought I wanted to be a sound engineer, which is why I really like pushing a lot of buttons. I do. I like to push buttons, which is how I ended up kind of being the engineer on this show. Because I like to learn stuff. I like electronic stuff. I do that. But I thought I wanted to be a full-fledged sound engineer. And so I was looking for software. And I think I put a post out on Facebook saying that I was looking for some software that I could use on my laptop I had at the time. And AJ had a trial software that I could use. And he was like, I do a happy hour. Meet me at the happy hour. Because this is back when it was still disc. Meet me at the happy hour and I'll bring it. And that's how I ended up meeting him. And through him, I met a whole group of just quality, cool people who I'm still friends with today. And then the other gentleman, met him through a coworker at the time. He would have different gatherings and we would get together as young adults and talk about relationship stuff because some folks were married or had kids or both or whatever. And we would just talk about different stuff. Through him, I met some really, really cool people that I'm still cool with today. And just from that, I just started meeting other really cool people. And then, of course, at some point, I joined TLA. And so from that, I've met a lot of really cool people. So it's just, you know, when I see people on social media say stuff about Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, some people will be like, oh my God, it's so boring here. There's nothing here to do. I'm like, I know you lying. That means you don't get out. Because see, I am personally just, you know, I'm the definition of an ambivert. What is an ambivert, Nisa? I'm glad you asked. An ambivert is literally a mixture between an extrovert, which is like a high, you know, like to be outside personality, and an introvert, which is almost a hermit, but not quite. I'm a mixture of the two. So just, you know, me doing this is just, and maybe I feel more comfortable because I'm in front of a camera. I'm not in front of people. But to be honest, if I get up in front of people, initially I'm going to be nervous, but eventually I get comfortable and then, you know, I do what I do. before somebody that's my personality to get out, and then actually when I think about all the folks that I know, it's like anybody that gets on social media or anywhere and says, oh my God, Atlanta is boring. Oh my God, it's nothing to do. It's like you didn't use all your resources, because at one point in time, and I know the newspaper is still out there. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it right now. But there was a newspaper that they would put out things that go on in Atlanta. And they would literally do, if you join their email list, you would get a list. It was either weekly or daily. Either way, from that, you had a guide of what to do in Atlanta, where to be outside. Even if you want to just do like festivals, like the jazz festival, they have the what is it, like the different, what's the flower with is it dog tree? Anyway, all the different festivals that they have here is listed. So even if you don't know people to go and hang with, if you go out, if you put yourself out there, you'll meet people. You'll definitely meet people. You can't meet nobody in the house. What you gonna do? You in the house? What they gonna knock on your door? What? They gonna knock on your door and what? The people don't know you to knock on your door. But anyway, yeah. So, excuse me. Just get out there and do something and have fun in life. That's all you can do. But anyway, again, thanks to my special guest that just popped on, Miss Natisa Williams. I told her jokingly, I was like, you know what, we might be kin, because Williams is one of my family names. Like, we might be cousins, girl. You just never know. But she was like, and this is very true, it's a lot of Williamses out there. I was like, you know what, you're right. And that just lets you, same way my last name is Elliott. It's a lot of Elliots out there. It's a lot of them. A whole lot of them out there. But that just goes to show you how many plantations were out there that were owned by somebody with the last name Elliott and the last name Williams. Actually, Williams and Elliott is that's where the name is. They on that side. So I don't know if those owners were kin to each other. I don't know. Excuse me, but I do know my apple cider. That the Williams name is on my Elliott side. So, like, I don't know. She might be my cousin. Maybe not. But like I told her, and you guys saw me, I'm very proud of her. Very, very proud. There is something that I saw that I shared on the Ladies Den page that I wanted to put out there to get your thoughts on. And of course, this is like a little crazy. I shouldn't say a little crazy. It's a relationship type thing. It is. Let me see. Who was it for? I'm gonna find it. Was it this one? No. I'm gonna find it on the on our Ladies Den page. But before I get to the, oh yeah, okay, I found it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I'm gonna say that. But before I get to that, oh Lord, if these gonna be popping up, it's gonna be a problem though. Hold on. Before I get to that, I want to show you guys this video clip real quick, because what I'm about to do right now is give you a chance to grab this ticket to the award-winning, ATL's hottest award-winning unscripted stage play, The Shell of a Man. Yeah. I'm about to give you a chance to win a ticket. Hold on, let me oh man. But I want to show you guys this video clip, this commercial for the play first before I give you a chance to do that. And I'm gonna talk just a little bit about it and tell you my history with the play and my background, my foundation. Hold on. When to go see The Shell of a Man. So hold on. I want to post this before I get into it because I don't want to stop to talk. And here we go. The Ladies Den. And I'm gonna do some hashtags. Unscripted. Stage play. And then I'm gonna see if it's gonna let me. Okay, it's letting me highlight. All right. So I put it out there. Okay. So make sure that's all the way to, okay. All the way to the beginning. I just want to make sure it's all the way to the beginning, y'all, before I share the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch this and then we're going to talk about it. And excuse me, you'll have a chance to win a ticket to see this upcoming stage play.
You may not know right where you're going, but I do. And all the times you wasn't chosen, I'll make it out to you. And all of the feelings you're not showing, and you're even so wrong. You may not know right where you're going, but I do. And all the times you wasn't chosen, I'll make it out to you. And all of the feelings you're not showing, and you're...
All right. So that was just a quick clip of the stage play. It's called The Shell of a Man. And before, it may sound like it's, it's something that's bad, that's bashing men. It is not. And I'm going to start off by telling you my background or my foundation with the stage play. So, when did we start it? 2019 is when this play started. And trying to think. Yeah, 2019, the end of 2019. So basically what happened is Tina Bridges came up with this idea, mainly because of a conversation, and she can she said this enough to where I kind of have it memorized, but a conversation that she had been having about, at the time when she was single, because of course she booed up now, but about meeting these men that look like they have it all going on, but then when you finally really get to know them, you start seeing stuff that's like, you're not really what you portraying to be. Like, you got some issues. What's going on? And then I forget how she said, whatever of who said it specifically, but it was like, he's just a shell of a man. And then she was like, oh, that's a good title. I'm gonna do a stage play. And the one thing about Tina Bridges is she has always been an unscripted producer person. Her production company is TLB Productions, right? Everything that we've always done under TLB is unscripted. Every film short, anything we do with TLA is unscripted, or if you want to call it improv, because normally what she will do is just give you a subject or a topic and say, okay, this is your character, this is your character, this is the scenario, action. And then you do it, right? So she was like, oh, this is a good title for a stage play. And she, her wheels are always turning. Always. Her ears are always listening and her wheels are always turning. So somebody said, shell of a man. All right, cool. Shell of a man. Stage play. All right. I'm not gonna write nothing down. It's gonna be unscripted. This is me thinking how Tina, it's gonna be unscripted. So what she did is she took 7 men. This is the synopsis. Each man has a wife. Each man has an issue. Each couple gets 5 to 6 minutes on stage. And you're seeing you as the audience member, you're seeing a conversation that has been going on for a long time, but it is now at the breaking point. So you're seeing a conversation between a couple, but you're seeing it right when the breaking point is happening, right? So by 5, 6 minutes, 6 minutes at the max is what, we're really shooting for. And you get to see where the wife is just finally fed up with whatever the issue is. And she leaves. And then each husband will get to say at the end what his issue is. I don't want to like totally 100% give it away. That's why I'm like, what his issue is, right? And how he could do better, how he finally recognizes what his issue is, how it affects his family, and how he could, do better. That's what you get to see as an audience member. And like I said, it's 7 couples. And I used to be in it. I used to be one of the wives. And my husband was depression. He was depressed. And so you got to see my conversation with my husband, who I've had 3 husbands. I don't know. Is that a good thing? No. My husband is depressed, and each time we do it, it's different. And so you can talk to anybody that has seen the show multiple times. Each time it's different, even though, the husbands are the same. It's a different show every time because, again, it's unscripted. It is unscripted. And I want to, let's see. increase the size so you can read what the what it says about the play. So the Shell of a Man dives into the raw emotions of men navigating their inner conflicts while carrying the weight of the world's expectations. This unscripted performance delves into themes of love, identity, betrayal, fatherhood. I thought I'd be able to. And healing with powerful and real portrayals. And so the way that we were able to just be a part of the show is she literally put a group of us in a group chat and said, I put you in this group chat because, you know, I'm doing a stage play and I picked you. And if you don't want to be in it, you can leave the group chat. And we were all like, okay, we in here, we staying. We staying. And a lot of us that she picked for, you know, the different situations, it actually had it affected us personally. It affected us personally. And so it was like, it was almost easy to be in character because we could easily pull from personal situations, personal scenarios. So as somebody who, and I ain't ashamed to say it, somebody that's dealt with, you know, depression, I could, you know, speak to my husband. I could speak to my husband about him being depressed. And I could have that conversation with him about, you know, what he was going through, what he was feeling like. Now, the thing that, you know, I kind of learned in being that wife, because there's a difference, obviously, between you being depressed and your spouse being depressed. As we did different shows, and again, we started doing practicing and rehearsing for the show back in 2019. We did several shows. 2020 we were going to travel to Alabama. It was right when the pandemic hit, literally my birthday weekend. And of course we canceled that because Shell of a Man 720. See, this is what I get for trying to do multitask. We canceled it because, you know, we couldn't travel like that because the world was shut down. It was definitely shut down. And so we ended up still doing it though. We ended up still figuring it out. And during pandemic and even after that, of course, you know, we did it and sold out every time. Okay, like we always do with every show we do, whether it's a fashion show or, you know, whatever, we sold out. And let's see, yeah, that's a bigger picture. So sold out, you know, and very successful each time. And the one that's coming up now is this coming Sunday, July 20th at 3:00 at the Uptown Comedy Corner. Now, Uptown Comedy Corner has a room called the Green Room. And it's basically just a venue with the stage that you can do anything in. And we've done a show at Uptown Comedy Corner, different location, same situation where it was in their green room, their other venue. And it's more intimate. The audience that she looks for this show, because it's an intimate thing, is you want an intimate audience. You want people to be able to feel, because the stuff that that they talk about on stage, it's, you know, it's personal. And at the end of each show, I kid you not, people always go up to her and say, or either go up to, because they do a question and answer session with all the actors, especially the men, but the wives are there too, where the audience gets to ask them questions. You know, how did this affect you? Did you ever deal with this in your personal life? Stuff like that. And I know at one point she would have an actual licensed counselor or therapist in the audience too, so that person could get up and speak to, you know, what could be done to handle the different situations. But every time, audience members have walked up to either Tina or to one of the cast members and said, "You have now helped me figure out how to start a conversation about this," because they've been dealing with, you know, whatever the situation was. And I can tell the different situations without giving anything away. But they have been dealing with it, but just didn't know how to talk to their spouse about it. Or they had been dealing with it specifically, personally, not their spouse, but them. And they were trying to figure out, what's wrong with me? Why am I doing this? And they see that and go, that's it. That's what it is. Oh my God. I just saw myself. And yeah, so the situations that the husbands represent, because like I said, there's 7 men, okay? And 7 wives, 7 couples and 7 couples. I already said one, depression. Jealousy, mental abuse, physical abuse, alcoholic, dreamer, and sex addict. Those are the 7. Those are the 7. I am not a part of the play right now as far as being on stage. I'm still part of the cast, but just not, I'm not one of the wives right now. But I will definitely be in the building on Sunday. That's the main reason why my girl Kiki is not here, because she is, and I don't know if you noticed in the clip that I played, she's one of the wives. And so they're actually rehearsing right now. And this will be my first time to be able to sit back and watch, because when you're a part of the play, like you're in the back, you know, in the waiting area, whatever, and you can hear, but there's a difference being, you know, having adrenaline, getting ready to get on stage and do your part, versus you sitting back and just watching the whole thing. And so finally, Sunday, I will be able to sit back and watch the whole thing. So at this moment in time, I want to give somebody a chance to win a ticket to go see The Shell of a Man. It's an award-winning unscripted stage play presented by TLB Productions. The show is Sunday, July 20th at 3 p.m. here in well, technically it's Hateville, Georgia, just a hop over from Atlanta, Uptown Comedy Corner. And let me think. What can I? Oh, I know. You would have, had to have been watching from the beginning of the show when I had my special guest on. Okay. So if you can tell me in the comments You can tell me what my special guest. Let me think. I don't want to do nothing like her name. Like that's probably kind of easy. Oh, so my special guest is a fashion designer, right? Okay. What did she do before that? When she, and I'm giving you like a lot of clues. When she moved here from New York, what did she do before becoming a seamstress and fashion designer? If you could tell me that in the comments, and if you'll be here in the Metro Atlanta, Hapeville area this Sunday coming, July 20th, 3 o'clock at Uptown Comedy Corner, this ticket is yours. Hey, you can tell me in the comments. And I'll give you until, end of the show, even after the show, if you happen to watch this and you hit me up in the comments in time, the ticket is yours. And that's easy because she said it. She said it. It's real easy. It's real easy. So that's it for the ticket giveaway. It's easy. Anyway, oh my God. This video clip that I'm about to You know what? I don't even know if I want to. The one that I originally was thinking, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because it's weird. It's extra weird. It's not even. Oh my God. It's extra weird because even while I was watching it, I was like, why were you still there, ma'am? Like, that makes no sense. And then why would you? Let me see. I'm reposting something real quick. Yeah, it's I'm gonna have to find one of the other we'll find one of the other videos that I posted to the Ladies Den page. Let me see. Hold on. I do want to put this question out there. See if anybody's gonna win these tickets. This is what happens when you have to multitask, y'all. Hold on. The Ladies Den question. What career did my special guest before fashion design? See what I'm talking about? And then it's gonna let me highlight again. Oh, it does. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna find a different video, y'all, because this other one that I was thinking about is kind of weird. And again, like I said, while I was watching it, I was like, ma'am, why were you still there? Like, what does Cardi B say? What was the reason? What was the reason? It was not. It was so weird. So weird. Okay. So let me see. Let me find one of the. There was a relationship one that was like a actual relationship one. This one was just of a lady that was she was dating somebody, and they were on their first date, and it just ended up being a really, really weird first date because of something that oh yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah. I'm going past it because I don't want to I do not want to do it. I'm not doing it. Okay. Actually, here's one that I did want to have a conversation with you guys about, and you can just you can talk about it later in the comments if you excuse me, rewatch this. I don't know what.
May I help you? I'm looking for a lawyer.
Right.
What have you done, dear? Got into Harvard.
Stumbling right now, but hold on. Let's see. I wanna hold on, y'all, because this needs to go to the beginning. Doggone it. I hate the ones that you can't control the dagnabbit. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, here we go. It doesn't allow you to control it where you can, rewind or whatever. So this is a clip from a TV show, and it made me think the subject of it, and you'll see what the subject is. It really made me think about this, and I've seen TV shows about this topic as well. It's like, would you think this was illegal, or would it be something that's like, what's the big deal type thing? And you'll check out the topic and let me know what you think about it in the comments. All right, here we go.
I'm looking for a lawyer. What have you done, dear? Got into Harvard, and then...
A pretty little thing like you? Please. Who'd we do, sweetheart?
Then they rescinded my admission, and now I would like to sue them.
Of course you would. Katie, be a dear and help this young lady. Katie will help you, dear.
Why don't we go to the conference room?
Academic doping.
Find a friend with a prescription for Ritalin or Adderall and pop some pills to help study and stay focused the day of the SAT. And you did this. It's not illegal.
And how'd you do on the SAT?
I got a perfect score, and I was accepted to Harvard, which is fairly newsworthy given I went to your average small-town public school. I did an interview with the local paper where I was quoted as saying Ritalin was a godsend when it came to test taking. And that sparked a whole debate in the comment section. Is it ethical? Is it not? And the Boston papers picked it up. And suddenly I'm in the middle of this controversy that Harvard wants no part of, so they rescind my offer of admission.
Well, I believe taking a controlled substance without a prescription actually is illegal.
No, it's a study aid. Just one step above potent coffee.
So what would you like us to do?
Get me reinstated at Harvard. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I mean, they're singling me out, and now no school will take me.
Where are your parents with all this?
Beyond devastated. It's their dream to see their little girl go to Harvard. I have to fix this. I screwed it up, and I have to fix this. I didn't cheat. I took medicine to help my brain function at its highest level.
You didn't have a prescription for the medication.
A dozen faculty members at Cambridge University admit to taking unprescribed Adderall to improve their own academic performance. But nobody's expelling them.
They're claiming it shows poor moral character.
And I reject that. Helicopter pilots take prescription stimulants to stay alert. Medical interns take drugs for narcolepsy so that they can work all night. Should we indict all of them as well? All they've done is use a pharmacological tool so that they could do their work more effectively.
Certainly you're aware that Harvard has extremely high standards.
Of course.
John F. Kennedy was a graduate.
As was the Unabomber.
FDR.
Hitler's foreign press secretary.
Numerous literary figures. Emerson, Thoreau.
And the Cardinal Archbishop who shielded child molesters from prosecution for faculty who had Timothy Leary in his LSD experiments.
Ms. Coggins, do you want to go to Harvard or not?
I do. Desperately. My point is, Harvard's not perfect. But neither am I. But at every opportunity, I endeavor to be the best possible version of myself. And that's all I was doing by taking Ritalin.
Are their minds they're messing with? We don't even know the long-term damage. Now, obviously, short of requiring urinalysis at the SATs, we can't monitor who is or isn't using, but we can take a stand against the ones who are brazen about it, who defend it as acceptable and fair. Simply put, what Margie Coggins did was decidedly unfair. It's cheating, not in keeping with the ideals of Harvard.
I got into Harvard. Most don't. Harvard rejects over 90% of its applicants. That's 90% of the best high school students. The rest don't even bother applying. The problem is every parent wants their kid to go to Harvard. Parents push, nudge, some kick. Look at the climate we've created. 80% of honors and advanced placement students cheat. Not once or twice, but on a regular basis. She didn't. She didn't get the test answers ahead of time. She didn't copy her neighbor's paper. She used her own brain. Yes, she used a prescription stimulant to stay focused and alert. At least 30% of college students admit to doing the same thing. Not only are there currently no laws against it, there are currently no rules. These kids grow up in a pervasive drug culture. We've got medications not just to treat diseases, but simply to help you do things better, be it sex, urinating, digesting. We've got some to boost energy, others to help you sleep. Better life, more productive life through chemistry. The drug we're talking about here is used off-label by many to boost brain power. Personally, I've tried medication to help with my Asperger's. Some work, they made me feel safer emotionally. Should I not get that right? Or are drugs for emotions okay, but cognition no? Or should the rule be for disorder yes, but enhancement no? Where do you draw that line?
She didn't have a prescription for the one she took.
True, but many kids do this. She's no different.
Except she got caught.
She didn't get caught. She was simply honest about it. Honesty. That's the infraction that's getting her bounced on moral character grounds. Hypocrisy might be a better word.
May I help you?
I'm looking for a lawyer.
What have you done, dear?
Got into Harvard.
Afros are very
Okay, yeah. Viola. Okay. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? This topic, and I gotta find the show. It looks very familiar. I think I've watched it before. I gotta find it. But shouts out to hold on. Shouts out to Tilisic Irwin is the page that video clip came from for even sharing that and looking at the comments on their page. And actually, I'm gonna share. We can look at the comments just to kind of take it there. It immediately does most relevant. I want to do all comments because I want to see what everybody's talking about. And somebody initially just says moral of the story, don't be honest. To be honest, which don't be honest. To be honest is how it started out. To be honest, I don't. Okay. I don't want to say I don't see a big deal about it because, when you take prescription pills, just with anything, even if you're taking pills for, that's prescribed to you, sometimes it doesn't react with your system correctly. And, you can have issues. And definitely it is frowned upon. I'm gonna just start it out like that, to take a prescription pill a pill that's prescribed to somebody else that's frowned upon for you to do that. Now, as her attorney was arguing in the court case, there are a lot of kids, there are a lot of adults, there are a lot of people that, you know, they're in right. And Glenda, I was about to get to that. It's like there are a lot of people that take stuff just to get through the day. There are over-the-counter vitamins and whatnot to boost your brain, to give you energy. Like Glenda just said, she had 2 cups of coffee to get her work done. And, you know, I don't drink coffee, but I drink caffeinated black tea. So throughout the day, I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking caffeine. And yes, I can feel, you know, the buzz that the caffeine gives me to, you know, keep my energy up to get through the day. But I understand that, you know, Ritalin as a drug, it has, you know, a more powerful effect on the brain. This person right here says studies show that Ritalin would only assist the brain function of someone with ADHD. Without ADHD, it actually has a reverse placebo effect, meaning you think you'll do better, so you actually try less. Let me see. If the ADHD medication worked for her, she actually has ADHD. Instead of court, she needs an assessment. Then all of a sudden it becomes a medication she's allowed to take, which is a very good point to make. And the one thing that I immediately thought when I watched this initially is that I noticed that for me, sometimes I can get focused immediately and I'm good and I can, you know, put my stuff and, you know, I can stay focused on what I need to do, my task at hand. But then sometimes I'm just all over the place. And even though I love working from home and, you know, people think working from home is cool. We all learned that in 2020. It's like, it was great the first, 3-4 months. And after a while, you're like, whoo, I want to go outside. I want to interact with people, whatever. At least that was my journey. But if I'm sitting at home and if I'm doing something, I can easily get distracted. And I'll say the one thing that within our company, we have like different departments, different groups that give us like, you know, wellness type stuff. And they do suggest that you get up after so many minutes of looking in the screen, get up and walk around and blink and, you know, rest your brain from doing whatever it is that you're doing. So literally, I will, after I'm sitting somewhere for a minute, I'll look up and look around and I'll grab my phone and just play some solitaire just for a second, just to keep my brain working, but I'm not doing that. And then once I'm done for a couple of minutes, I go back to my job. Now, I often wondered, because I've never been diagnosed with ADHD or anything like that, because I don't find myself ever having like, it's not a severe thing. I do notice that, you know, I lose focus from time to time, but I've often wondered, like, what would my brain be like on, you know, some sort of a medication? Not something where I'm just like, you know, oh my God, I can't do it, I can't function, but just that extra boost that kind of keeps me focused. Now, I've never done it. I've never attempted to take that because I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, but I honestly, And I've seen other shows where they show, you know, people that take it and then something happens, something bad happens. So I get it. I do get it. I didn't see it as a bad deal, but like this one lady said, you know, if she took it and it actually helped her, then she may have ADHD and just don't know it. And like Glenda had mentioned that she drank 2 cups of coffee to get her stuff done. Somebody said, I used to take Provachil, I don't know what that is, to study. LOL, caffeine is no different. So, you know, it's like, oh, okay. I gotta go back and see what the show is, because now I want to watch the whole episode. I really do. And I'm pretty sure I've watched that before, because the one guy with Asperger's, I remember him. He was very, very smart, but he was just a little bit odd with it. But he was like the smartest one in the room all the time. His brain was always working and he was always thinking about stuff. I'm just looking through these comments here. Okay. So Faith said, my thing is, from everything I've read and been told by doctors, for ADHD meds to make you focus, you have to have ADHD, which is something that the other lady mentioned. Otherwise, it's in a way those meds you can get high off of, which is why it's so hard to get the stuff to begin with. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've learned, been told over the years. I only just now got the diagnosis at 25 for ADHD, when I've been fighting to figure it out my whole life. So still learning. I only ever knew the guys' side to it, and women act very differently that have it. Okay. I just wanted to look at the comments to see where people were coming at it, because I'm just like, I mean, if it helps you focus, she's not, like the other guy said, she's not cheating. She didn't cheat, but she didn't follow the rules either. And looks like that's what this comment is saying from Trisha. Very nuanced. Both sides make strong arguments. The biggest takeaway from all of this is she shouldn't have talked about her use of the drug. She could have gotten away with it and avoided this whole legal drama, which is one thing that the judge said. Even though after the attorney said, you know, she's not the only one that's done it. Other kids have, you know, talked about doing it. And he was like, yes, but she got caught. So if she hadn't said anything about it, no one would have known. No one would have known. So I don't know. Just put your comments, put your thoughts in the comments of, you know, what you think about it. Do you think she was wrong for taking Ritalin, even though she wasn't officially diagnosed, and using it as a study aid? Or should she not have done it? You know. Oh, should she not have done it? And I'm just kind of on the side of, I get why, you know, she got in trouble. Because, you know, it could have been the other way around, and she could have taken it and something bad could have happened. You know what I mean? Like it could have been a bad thing. So I get it. I get both sides. I promise you I do. I promise you I get both sides. But yeah. Put your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think, what you think, what you think, what you think. Okay, this one I do want to share with y'all for real, like, I don't know if anybody ever watched the Tonight's Conversation podcast. I don't know if it's still like officially going on, but it at one point was, and they travel from city to city and they have like the live shows. I think they do in studio stuff too, but they have the live shows with, you know, live audience. And it's normally like equal, you know, like 3 males and 3 females or whatever. So the audience can come up to the mic and ask questions. And of course, a lot of them are, you know, relationship type stuff, you know, whether it's in reference to being single or, you know, whatever. But this one, I don't know if you can read the caption, but said her husband had an affair with her sister. Who would you be most upset with? I want to see your thoughts on this one. But we're going to watch this real quick because we only got 9 minutes left. So this should carry us right on out. All right, here we go.
Move forward with your marriage after finding out your husband had an affair with your sister.
Out of all the women you could have chose, you decided to choose my sister? That level of betrayal, what do you have to sacrifice to stay in the place of both familial trauma, familial betrayal, relational trauma, and relational betrayal? There is some part of you that you will have to sacrifice. There's a value that you will have to sacrifice to be able to maintain that marriage. You chose my sister. That says so much about that man's character. And then my question is, what was the dynamic of that relationship that you had with my sister to begin with as well? Because my sister is also a part of me. We family. So when you look at me, did you see my sister? When you looked at my sister, did you see me? And you still decided to keep going. When you were having sex with her, were you having sex with me as well? All of those things need to be taken into account before you decide to move forward in that marriage. This ain't even the fact that you stepped outside of your vows. You went inside of my own personal family dynamic and made a decision that affected our vows.
Question, just real quick. In that situation, who do y'all feel like is more wrong?
The sister. Sister. The sister.
It's a lot of people chiming in on your personal situation. You asked the question. So I know if you had enough courage to ask the question to us, you've also asked the question to everybody in your family circle or people around you that you can trust. This is not the time where you inquire to outside sources. This is the time where you get silent and you get still and you have a conversation with the God of your own understanding, because now we know that it's not just about you. We know that there are children involved. And when you are in any type of relationship, you always got to know, how far am I willing to go? And if you don't have that boundary, you will always betray yourself. And every person you get in a relationship, they will betray you too. And the betrayal is not just because the love for you is not present. It's because this is how God teaches you lessons. If you don't learn how to love you, then he's going to continue sending people to you that don't love you either. So this is your opportunity to learn how to love yourself and to learn how to make a very serious and important decision, not just for you, but also for your kids. There's a lot of karma that comes when you allow somebody to betray you. Everybody that follows is going to continue to follow that same footstep. So this is your opportunity where you make a choice for yourself and you get silent and you really take intentionality in that stillness.
Yeah, so they have an app where they have the full episodes and whatnot. Yeah. That's something else. Like, it's bad enough when you're in a relationship, when you're married, because getting married, it's one thing to be in a long, drawn out relationship. But once you get married, that's a different thing. It's bad enough to get cheated on, period. But then he cheats on you with your sister? Your sister? What? But her question was, who would you be most upset with? The husband or the sister? For me, it would be my sister. Because if I'm just going to look at some of the comments. You see, I immediately responded and said, what marriage? Because what? We finna break up. Finna break up immediately. But if I had you around my family, that means I trust them. And I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but I've never been in a situation where I have had to question what my family would do to betray me. I've never had to wonder if I take so-and-so over here, is he or she gonna try to holler at my person? But I know that happens, obviously, with different people. There are some people, because, no matter what household you raised in, and I talked about this on my personal page not too long ago, you could be raised in the same house. You could be raised with the same, upbringing, rules, behavior, talk, whatever. But as an individual, you're going to do what you're going to do as an individual. So sadly, this young lady, she married. She didn't say, well, in this clip, we don't know how long she had been married. Not that makes a difference. And we don't know how long the affair was. Not that really makes a difference, but I'm just saying. How long had the sister and the husband been around each other? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many cookouts, barbecues, family gatherings, Christmases, Thanksgivings, holidays, family reunions, had they been around each other? When did it happen? Why did it happen? Okay, why come? And I say blame the sister more than the husband, but definitely blame the husband, because 9 times out of 10, any previous relationship you've had, you have expressed this to your now husband. Hey, cousin, you have expressed this to your now husband. So he is well aware, and we don't know if this lady, even if that's even her scenario. But what I'm just saying, as far as, husband and wife, anything that you've dealt with in a previous relationship, especially something that hurt your feelings that you're, getting over, whatever, you've expressed it. Y'all have had that conversation. So he knows. So for somebody to know and then turn around and do the same thing. Okay, but then turn around and do it with your sister. To me, that's basically them giving you their butt to kiss. Because you already have this knowledge. But then you made these choices to go ahead and do this, to step outside of your marriage. I said, what marriage? The lady right below me, and this has been a week ago that I shared this to our Facebook page, but she said, what are we talking about repairing this marriage? Because baby, that thing was over as soon as I find out. Like I said, what marriage? Somebody right below said, did they find the body yet? No, Jackie, we can't do that. We can't do that. He said, wow, if you don't love you, he's gonna keep sending people who don't love you either. Boom. And so look, I didn't even see this. Somebody else said, what marriage? Oh, I did see it because I said I came back and said, I said the same thing immediately. Somebody came back and said the whole question goes in the trash. Like you said, what damn marriage? What marriage? What? And then Rachel came forward and said, move forward to the divorce papers. To me, the betrayal is equal because they both are supposed to love you unless you and your sister had a bad relationship before this. For me, there would be no way back with either of them. I wouldn't fool with neither of them. Right, Fannie Mae, blame both. Definitely blame both. Definitely blame both. But you would think, and I can't even start it out like that. Well, I guess you can. And like the lady said, unless her and her sister had a very bad relationship before that. You bringing your spouse around your family, why would you think you would have to worry about if they gonna try to sleep with somebody? Like, why would you have to worry about that? You shouldn't. Like, that's crazy. And then some Yvette said the reason why I can't love hard. And can I tell y'all something? And we at the 9 o'clock hour, a little bit after 9. Look, I feel like I'm preaching now. My cousin's still on here, and I'm gonna close with this. That one lady said the reason why I can't love hard, when I was somebody's wife, my intuition told me something wasn't right, but I didn't have any proof. There was no real proof, but I always trust my gut. I found out afterwards that my gut was correct. I think that was the one time, even though, I was a little naive, I was young. And I was naive to the whole point of, being married and, doing this and doing that, whatever. But I think that was the one time I actually, I can't speak for that dude because obviously he didn't, but I loved hard. And he basically gave me his butt to kiss because I was just, another stripe, because he went right after me when he got married again. You know what I'm saying? Like, to him, it was just something. I ain't gonna say it was something to do, but he had a plan. His plan had nothing to do with love and, being a provider and all of that. He had a whole nother devious plan. But like after that, and it almost lines up with what the young lady with the blonde hair was saying. I guess I just hadn't yet learned at the time how to love myself. And so I kept running into people that were just out to not necessarily hurt me exactly like him, but it wasn't a loving thing after that with each relationship. And so, but I'll say this, I just, from that, it almost makes me not want to love hard. And so I almost just don't trust. I almost just don't trust people anymore like that when it comes to relationships, because I'm just like, who's to say what you're telling me is the truth? Like, it could easily be, your representative. That's the word I'm looking for. Could easily be your representative. And well, you could easily be lying. You could be lying. You could be lying to me. I don't know. Now, I will say I haven't totally given up on, love and all of that and all of that and all of that. I haven't. But it's just kind of hard to, I don't know, think about going into it again and all of that. I don't know. I still got, I must say I still got time, but anyway, my mind is I'm not totally shut down. I'm not totally shut off. I'm good. I promise. I have said my piece to the Father. I'm open. I am open. And I do go outside. So it's not like I'm sitting here waiting for him to knock on the door to just come and knock on my door. I'm not just waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm open. But anyway, I want to thank everybody that came into the den. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. As I did this was a one-woman show today. I want to thank my guest that was here, Miss Matisa Williams. And again, like, listen, I got this free ticket to this special stage play. Now, I got this ticket that y'all can win. And what do you have to do to win? What do you have to do to win a ticket to this show? This show right here. The Shell of a Man, which is happening Sunday, July 20th at 3 p.m. Uptown Comedy Corner in Hapeville, Georgia. What do you have to do to win this ticket? You have to tell me, what did my special guest, my special guest, do I still have her? Let me see. Let's see if I can pull her picture back up. Hold on, here we go. I'm gonna show you. Look, I'm gonna show you a picture now. What did my special guest do? Where's she at? Here she is. This was my special guest tonight. Okay. She is an Atlanta seamstress and fashion designer. The name of her company is So Fluent. Okay. What did she do in Atlanta after she moved from New York? She's a transplant. We love transplants. I'm a transplant from Texas. What did she do in Atlanta before she became a fashion designer? If you can tell me that in the comments, you can win a free ticket to the stage play. You can tell me that in the comments. I'll give you until, thank you, Fannie Mae. I'll give you until, I'll say tomorrow to answer, because some of you may have to go back and watch and see the interview to see what she said. But I'll give you until tomorrow to answer in the comments. And if you answer correctly, then I will hit you up with your information for your free ticket. And I'll be there. I'll be there Sunday, so I'll be able to sit back finally and watch the whole play. I've been in it before. I'm a part of the cast, but I'm just not on stage right now, part of the full production at this moment in time. But I'm excited to be able to sit back and just watch it. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Make sure you watch us on all of our social media. Connect with us on all of our social media. excuse me, on Instagram, it's the Ladies Den 2023. Facebook is the Ladies Den. And on our YouTube channel is the Ladies Den Podcast. You go over there and subscribe, so we can get this thing monetized. And we're gonna do our part too on our end, because there's some stuff that we need to do to beef up our channel. But okay, Fannie Mae is the winner. Oh my God. She said donate the ticket. Okay, Fannie Mae, I will. So Fannie Mae was the technical winner, but now I'm going to donate the ticket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Tina know that there's a free ticket from one of our den dwellers to anybody that that wants to attend, that's going to be here, that wants to attend. Thank you, Fannie Mae. Thank you, Fannie Mae. And I see my cousin, who is the founder of the Rose M. Turknett Cancer Network Incorporated, is in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, if anybody knows somebody, or if it's you and you have any issues from beginning to end to the middle with dealing with cancer, any kind of cancer, whether you need housing, whether you need resources to find a doctor, any kind of resources, whether you are at the beginning of your treatment, at the end of your treatment, whether it's you or any family member, you need to go to the Rose M. Turknett Cancer Network. Go to their page, okay? They have all the resources across the country. They're based out of Texas, but they have resources across the country. And I have to give a shout out to my cousin, because she is a warrior. Okay, I don't like using the term cancer survivor. She's a warrior. Okay, and so she's out there, excuse me, to assist other warriors in their fight with, whatever cancer, whatever situation they're dealing with. So thank you to the Rose M. Turknett Cancer Network Incorporated. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming through. And again, if you want to advertise with the Ladies Den, hit us up at the ladiesden23@gmail.com. Or if you ever want to come on to be a guest in our virtual studio, hit me up or hit us up at the ladiesden23@gmail.com. And I'll make sure to get you all the information you need and get you right on in here. So anyway, love you. On behalf of Bayou Diva and Kiki, this is Lady K, and I am signing off. Thank you for chatting in the den.
Lady K, are you ready? I know she's ready.
Hey, thank you for joining us in the den. You can find us here live streaming every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next week.
It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods, she was popping in the city. Hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break. They may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate your love because it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating. Enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion. They love what they do. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.